Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I'm doing some more T6 Abyss. I felt like doing some T6 Abyss, and that's exactly what I'm planning on doing today. These abyssal sites is something that I would consider to be very addictive. Something that also has a bit of a tendency to always keep me going back to them, even though I sometimes approach near death actually. Sometimes it does happen actually that even though I am doing these T6 sites and it is like goes really well, really well in fact, sometimes I do actually get into some sticky situations actually. So an example is actually that I think it was a run ago or maybe 2 runs ago, can't remember now, but I actually had a case where there was like a similar wave to what I'm doing right now. So it was, except that there are more Kikimoras. And these Kikimoras actually, they have a very high DPS actually. And also something when it comes to these Kikimora waves, they tend to have a very high amount of remote reps. I don't know why, if it's just a thing with Kikimoras that they're got very potent remote repair modules, but they were doing a ton of remote repairing. So often what I'll actually do is I'll like split my drones like I'm doing now. But then what happened was I had my drone split, and then sometimes I put my missile on a different like ship, like I'm doing now. You see, I've got 2 drones, and then I put a missile on a third one just to split up the DPS a bit. But my missile DPS, even though it's pretty high, it's 253 DPS. I mean, it's not like crazy, but it's still, it's still pretty decent for your average Gila. And it was not able to break the repairs of, or the reps of a Kikimora. I was a bit surprised, like, oh, they're just shooting. The Kikimoras, I don't know, they've got some very potent remote repairs, and they also actually have a very high amount of DPS. So initially they don't have a lot of DPS, just like Ultra Glum. They initially have a very low DPS, but then they ramp up actually to pretty crazy levels. So what happened was that I was spending so much time doing like what I was doing, like I was spreading the drones like I was explaining to you, and then I had my missiles, and I was just spending so much time like, come on, is that one going to get destroyed? Is it going to get destroyed because my missiles weren't doing anything? But and then I noticed actually when my shields are going like down to like 60% or something like that. I was like, what? How are these Kikimoras managing to get me down? Even though, because I had actually destroyed quite a few of them, and they had actually like they were not like there was not a full wave left. There was still quite a few had been destroyed because my drones were able to take them out. It was just my missiles. So I was still just wondering, why is my missiles not able to do anything? And so basically what happened was that my drones were doing all the work. My missiles weren't doing anything because the Kikimora that was being shot by my missiles, it was actually just being all remote repaired. So I had actually not really destroyed a whole lot of Kikimoras as I would usually have had done in the same amount of time actually. So my shields started going like quite low actually, just because they had managed to spool up really high. They can like spool up to crazy amounts of damage actually. I've heard people say that they can spool up to 1000 or something DPS in one of them. I think that's not the case. There's no way they can spool up to 1000 DPS in one of them, because otherwise just one Kikimora would be enough to destroy my ship. But I think maybe some people have like Mr. Zero or something. I think it must be 100 DPS, because that would make sense, because my ship actually can tank 700 Omni, so like a little bit over 700 EHP per second Omni damage with the Exotic 3 weather effect. Actually, now we've got the Exotic 2 weather effect. This is going to be a bit more lenient on our tank. It can tank quite a bit, so just one Kikimora doing 1000 DPS will be too much. And I think a 100 DPS on Kikimoras would make a lot of sense, because that was about how many Kikimoras there were at that point when I started getting shields that went a bit low. So I was a bit worried for a second, and that's something that often happens actually. I noticed it in these T6 sites. So I do them very smoothly indeed. But occasionally, if I don't pay a lot of attention, then I can actually get into like, oh, maybe I have to overheat a little bit, and that's I think that's a pretty good thing, because earning the dank is very easy when you do these sites actually. I was actually just thinking of going to this extraction node right here, but I am just way too slow. I do not want to waste time, especially since we've got the minus 50% kinetic resistance penalty. We're going to be doing the site slightly slower than average, so I don't want to waste any unnecessary time in the initial waves. We can waste time in the last wave, but not the first one. Because then, if in the last wave, I'll have like an idea of how much time I have left. Like, we could maybe get some really bad waves next. Like, for example, I don't know, a Bethnic Abyssal Overmind, or who knows what we'll get. Okay. So, you can have some sweaty situations, some kind of situations that make your heart race a bit. And that's something I think that is actually quite welcomed when it comes to the Abyss, because if your earning damage is Q, maybe it makes sense that you have some sort of like risk involved. Obviously, if there was a way I could bling my ship probably more, and that would not happen, but I'm a bit uncertain what more I could bling, because I've kind of blinged my ship to the max almost. Very little things I can think of to actually bling more than I have right now. So you see that time is not particularly good, 6 minutes. 6 times 3 is 18 minutes. I mean, 18 minutes is enough to survive, but it's not enough to what I would consider a good time, actually. So we'll go to the next site, see what happens there. Hopefully we'll get a better wave from this. It also has a bit to do with that I took a bit of a bad path here. So you can see here I've spent like quite a bit of time just traveling back and forward from these extraction nodes. So if I had obviously not gone for the extraction nodes, we would have completed this wave a bit quicker. But we'll see here. How much dankies have I earned? Why is the abyssal loot filter not working? Okay, so this it's not working. Why is this? There we go. 30 minutes. Okay. So that is that's all right. I think it could do better if I'm talking about what the good waves could be, or the good size could be. It's all right. 30 million is all right. You multiply out by 3, you get 90 million. That's a decent ISK right there. Okay, let's take out these Dramules. The Dramules are quite annoying. They've got a very they've got like pretty high DPS, I think, but they also do actually a ton of EWO when they get close, actually. So we'll take out, and also these Echoes. These are very annoying as well because they do a lot of weapifying. They like the EWO haven for the Angels, actually. So we'll just split the drones like this just to take out all of these. The main DPS actually is in the Cinnaballs, actually. So we'll go for them after we've taken out these Echoes, because the Echoes are really, really annoying. And these webifiers you can see here. Okay, let's take them, but everything, more or less everything webifiers. There's so much E-War going on in the Angel Wave, actually. It's but they are pretty easy though. The DPS is not particularly high, at least for the Gila. For Gila's resistances, it's not a particularly difficult wave. Not like the Bethnic Abyssal Overmind or the Charybdis Tyrannus waves, which actually can have DPS that is enough to take out or get through my tank. Let's return my drones. They're taking a lot of damage. Drones. These Vespas actually really, I love that they're shield based, because I just recall them and then their shield is already going to be at max by the time I have to recall these drones. So it's not like the infiltrators, which just have their armors down and then that's what they're going to be for the rest of the site. It's really annoying. Okay, so these guys are webbing against because I'm going so slow. Oh my god, it's so annoying. And they're E-warring me, so I have basically no range. Well, actually I do. What is this? They've got 2 E-war things and I've still got 33 kilometer range. Maybe they've got the scripts in their missile guidance disruptors that make it so that I have worse, like the applicability, the explosion radius. And maybe you've got something like a script that makes them worse or something like that. Okay, let's see. This guy's going down very soon because these guys have most of their HP in the shields, but my drones also have most of their HP in the shields. So just take out that guy. Please just take out that guy. Take out that guy. Please take out that guy. Oh, my drones, they're not having such a good day right there. Oh, no. Come on. Okay, recall the drones. Oh my god. This guy's almost gonna die. Oh, just one more shot and he's dead. Ah, the drone died. Just the end. Okay, we'll have to deploy these guys again. And take out this guy. It's just these guys, they're just so sticky. And they're so like slimy. These Angels, they got so much E-War, apply pretty well, have significant amount of drone aggro. They don't do a whole lot of DPS, so that is good. But in every other way, they're really annoying actually, because they have just so much. They got newts, they got missile. Like my tracking is off the rails, and then they've got a lot of webifire, so I'm going super slow. So you see that actually, that one web made me go to like 100 meters a second, something like that. So that was actually quite a significant web they had right there. And this guy's already taken out, actually, my drone's shields. Come on, shoot missiles, please. There we go. Okay, we'll see what's in this biocombinative... not biocombinative, bioadaptive cache, because we're not doing frigate size here. How long is it going to take until it takes out that guy, please? This guy's almost dead now. Okay, that drone didn't have a very good time there. Let's see, what is the time? 9 minutes. Okay, it's alright. We'll do alright. Take out this bioadaptive cache. Get this here. What if we get some good loot? You know, I have got some pretty good mutaplasmids, actually. Not the unstable ones, actually. Some completely different ones that I've never got before. These capital mutaplasmids. I think that they have it's a lot more likely that you can get them in the T6 actually than any other filament, because I think I've just heard people say that you can actually get them here. I've never got them anyway before until I started doing this T6 Abyss. I got my first one yesterday, and it was like a decayed one, like the worst type of one, and it was worth, I think, like 160 million or something like that. A really high amount of ISK just for that one crappy decayed mutaplasmid. Like, I was looking in the bioadaptive cache, I think, well, what is worth here? There's just a decayed mutaplasmid in here. What is worth? And I was like, oh, it must have beaten that. Is that like it was some kind of special capital mutaplasmid for, I think it was a siege module. Yeah, it was a siege module. So you can actually make your siege modules pretty OP actually if you use some mutaplasmids. So I can imagine dreadnought pilots will like that a lot. I'm not a big capital ship guy. I cannot fly any capital ships, but they I can imagine those people who do use them will be very happy. For me, I guess it would be having a mutaplasmid for the bastion module of a marauder. That would be pretty sick actually, to be able to have even more DPS, or not DPS, but even more range, or even more resistances, or shield boosting bonuses, or armor repairing bonuses from the shield modules. That would be really cool actually. Okay, let's take out these devoters right here, or the devoted knights. That's what I meant, because these guys are the ones that do the most amount of DPS. If we take out the devoted knights, there's basically no DPS on the field essentially. Well, there is, but what I mean is any significant DPS. If I do charge in, I do think that they would actually be able to take down my shields slowly, because they have got pretty good and very well applied DPS. These cruisers right here. The combined with the frigates, which have very short range, then I think actually I would actually potentially get my shields like going down actually. I'm gonna recall these drones here because this guy's taking a lot of damage. We'll go and pop this extraction node right here. Okay, and there we go. Like this, and start shooting. Now we don't need to shoot this. Oh, come on, he's being webified a lot, this guy. 27 kilometers. Oh my god, he's going to die as well. Just come on. He's going to die anyway. I'm going to start shooting with my miss. This is very frustrating. When they webify your drones, oh my god, it's so annoying. It's actually these two frigates right here. This one right here. Let's take out this guy. Let's see if we can maybe save this drone by having him focus on this one frigate. Because you can see here, they're all yellow boxing. So it must mean that they are like, this is the one who's webifying my drone. So if they all focus on this guy, it should be alright. Now, time is not looking particularly good right here. We're going to have to speed things up a little bit. Come on, please. Attack this drone, or this extraction node. There we go. Thank you very much. And now we will go to this extraction node over here. I'll take out this guy. Now we've got more drone aggro. Oh no, please don't do this. Let's take this one as well. Get close to this one. It's nice how they're all placed in a very convenient path, you know, that they're all really close to each other. That's really nice. Okay, let's go. Just split the drones and these frigates. We're attacking them. Go to the bioadaptive cache. We've got 66 million. Okay, average of 30 million from each room. So that's pretty decent actually. Okay, let's take out these guys. Now it's basically just kill everything as fast as possible and get close to the bioadaptive cache. You can see here that, you know, we're taking significant amount, or like not a crazy amount of damage, but it is going down slightly, and that is something that, you know, you don't want to have. If there were more of those cruisers, it would have been going down like to 50% or something like that actually. And we've only got 5 minutes left actually, so we have to speed up a little bit, and we've also got the cluster shutdown alert as well. Oh my god, these drones are getting absolutely hammered. Come on, recall the drones, please. I'm going to have to, like, use all my drones are getting absolutely annihilated. Oh my god, we lost a drone there. There we go. Shoot launch these ones. I'm not having a good day with our drones, actually. I did a lot of mistakes as well when it comes to, like, managing them. But it's quite annoying when it comes to, like, the amount of drone aggro we've got here. Let's shoot these devoted knights here. Okay, good. We've got a ton of EO, and we're actually getting neutered out as well. We'll take out these cruisers, then there'll be nothing, like, significant right there. The time is actually not going so good, guys. It's not actually going so good. 4 minutes left. I think it'll be plenty of time, but I would have loved it to be. I would have preferred to finish the site a bit quicker than this, actually, because it's not going as quick as I would have wanted to go. Okay, let's get closer now. Just taking out these rest of these cruisers. There we go. Take out these guys. Devoted Smith. He's blacksmith, maybe. I wonder what kind of smith stuff he makes. Take out this trapper here. Split the drones a little bit just to get reduced amount of time traveled. Okay, there we go. Approach the bioadaptive cache. Split drones a bit and put the missile on this cache here so that I can actually scoop the loot. And then I'll be making my way out of here, actually, because this hellhole has been a very rough time for my drones. Luckily, these Vespa IIs are very cheap. Otherwise, it would have been very sad if they were augmented drones. Augmented drones is something I don't particularly like to have in the Abyss. They're very expensive, and the actual DPS you do is not a whole lot more than actual Tech 2 drones, just because of the way it's like a pure DPS with the Tech 2 drones, while the augmented drones is actually like the split DPS. It just do 2 damage types, so that actually makes it do a bit worse just due to the weather effect, actually. So we recall our drones. Finished this in like 18 minutes. It's not a good time, but I mean, I don't feel like I did the site particularly efficiently. I could have done it a bit more efficiently, actually. Alright, there we go. T6 done. We got about, what was it, like 90 million, 83 million, and then I get plus 10 million from this, actually. So we're saying 90 million in 18 minutes. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video right here. It was a bit close. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.